Hey everybody, it's Azure again. Sorry I gotta get silent. Okay. I've got a couple of things I'm doing tonight. I'm going to do the taco ring. Then I'm gonna make a bloomin' quesadilla ring and taco dip. We're gonna have a little fiesta here tonight for my birthday. So I've got my pan hot and ready, and it's gonna get loud. One day I will get that microphone. Okay. This is our mixing top. I'm doing it in the stainless steel wok. Just because it's a little larger than my other pan. I'm going to let that cook up a little bit. Now I've got 3 recipes going at once. So, or I will have. Here for the quesadilla, I have already cooked and ground up the chicken. Now with it, I used chicken tenderloins and probably about 3 pounds of chicken. And I'm using the Old El Paso taco seasoning with it and with the taco ring. Now the taco ring I'm going to put in a large stone platter, and then the bloomin' quesadillas I'm going to just make on a pizza stone. Now the dip, this is the quick cooker ceramic pot where you can cook inside the quick cooker. You can also use an oven, a microwave. So we're just going to microwave our dip. So leave that to me. I'm cheating. I'm not making Spanish rice. I am getting the microwavable kind. It takes about 90 seconds. I forgot how to do it. While I'm making the dip here. Or this is for the dip, so I'm going to go ahead and microwave this. Okay. I've done cut everything up, so I'm going to move the knife. If y'all have not tried our can opener, this thing's awesome. I actually have an under the cabinet can opener here, and it's more of a pain in the butt to remove than the only reason it's still there. I have it on right. But since getting this, I don't use it. It was so hard to hold the can up there, line it up. It would drop the can. That's a $200 piece of equipment that I wanted so bad because, you know, I wanted it not to take up counter space. Well, it's still take up space. But the can opener is just so easy, and then twist it and you pop your lid right off. Sorry, my trash is way over there. So, my rice is cooking, and I've oiled all my pans already with olive oil. Then I'm going to dip with my, there we go. My meat around here a little bit. As this starts cooking up a little more, I will add a little bit of water just so it can separate the oil and then drain it. My rice is done, so let me hush so I can pour my beans in here. I'm just kind of smoothing that. Ooh, making a mess. That's what I'm doing. I'm making a mess. Smooth that out a little bit. Move my meat around a little bit. And then I'm going to use the batter bowl some softened cream cheese. It's 8 ounces here. Get me a scraper. And I already have the oven preheated to 375. Excuse me. I got my softened. Oh, that looks funny. Somebody put the thing on backwards. I meant to do this before I started the video and I forgot. Well, I should have just squeezed out what was left because that's going to be my cup. Alright, 8 ounces of the cream cheese softened, a cup of sour cream, 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning, and again it's the Old El Paso. Put it in there. And 2 2 garlic cloves. Get in there. Sorry, that one's a little bit big. I'm having a hard time finding a regular size garlic. I don't know if it's a seasonal thing. Get my little tool. And I got my little thing for trash here. If you've not seen my videos, I love the little garlic crust, so I don't have to peel garlic. Right, my toe. Okay. I'm going to mix that up. I'm probably going to soften my cream cheese just a little bit more. It's okay. Sorry, my stove. It's got a bell on there, so I guess if you accidentally knock something off as a warning, I don't know. You're not going to know if you knock it off, but anyway, trying to get this mixed pretty good because it's all going to cook anyway, but okay. I'm going to dump all that on top of my beans. In here. I'm gonna I think. Oh, I'll chop this up a little more when it's not on top of the stove. Let me rinse this out real quick. You know what? Never mind. I'll just get another bowl. Let me finish spreading this. And there's still some of it that my cream cheese didn't mix all the way, but for the sake of time, I'm trying to can't find nothing. Okay. I might could have used a pie pan to do this. It would have been a little bigger, but I was just trying to use different products. What do I do with this different? And spread my rice on there. Now, just so this doesn't make a huge mess, as soon as I find it anyway.
Where's my stick? Okay.
Sorry for the kids interrupting, and now here comes the rain, so you know, blow her sweater. This comes with a silicone lid that's used in the quick cooker, but today I'm going to use it so I can make a mess in my microwave. So, I'm going to go I'll go about 3.5 minutes. I'm going to turn this off because got a little water here so it'll help separate this grease because I'm getting ready to drain it. Which I use the lower fat content. It just, to me, it's worth the extra price just to avoid the aggravation. It's got a little bit more cooking. But adding water to the hamburger meat, it helps separate the oil from the meat, so you have an easier time draining it. I'm finished with cutting stuff. So, whoops. Right here, I have a small onion in the, let me drain this, sorry. A small onion in the manual food processor. So, I'm going to let that drain off for a minute and chop up these. this is just 20 of the smaller soft tortillas, soft tacos, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, Mission brand. There's 20 of them. This is our tortilla warmer, which is awesome. We also do baked potatoes and stuff for it, and it'll keep them cool for like an hour. That's the best way to chop up the onion, especially if you need it pretty fine. Except for when you're messy like me. Okay. So, what I'm going to do here, I've got my shredded chicken. Instead of a cup of taco sauce, but I use a chunky taco sauce, almost like a salsa. So I'm going to put that in. And my onion. And mix that with my chicken. Now this is fairly dry, so it'll be a little rough to mix at first. Got my directions here so I don't lose my place. Now the cheeses, I just got the, yeah. Instead of buying different kinds, I just bought the Mexican mix. It's just a lot easier. Now I do like the one that has Monterey and cheddar in it. Need my, why can I never find anything when I want it? Okay. We'll just do it with one. I know where it is now. Sorry, I'm trying not to make too much of a mess in here. And I've got to clear out a space for me to put it. We've got our trivets here. See, it's all good steamy, and so what I'm going to do, it has about a half a cup of cheese. We are not putting sugar in this, just so you know. I just want a good cover over it. And I'm going to put my tortilla warmer in the microwave for a minute. Microwave them and getting them ready first makes them more pliable so they don't tear when you're trying to roll it. Now I'm going to, let's see here a second. There. Get my meat. Yeah, but I'm going to pour it everywhere, of course. What did I do in my mixing time? I wish I got a bigger bowl, but I didn't, so we're going to make that one. Chop that up a little finer. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to add the seasoning now. Generally, well, we might if I can get it open. Generally, you make tacos, you're going to do it and cook it, but for this, we're not. We're going to add it in, get it to the right hand so I get it all in there. I'm going to start mixing that up a little bit before I add the water. Now it's still good and warm, so. And then 2/3 cup of water. Now, this mixing chop, I didn't use this one. I used the other one in there that I shredded my chicken. It's mixing and chopping my meat fine here. I love using it for meatballs, or meatballs and meatloaf, because used to when I would do meatloaf because of my nails and stuff, I'd actually put gloves on so I could get in there and mix it. I don't have to do that now. So, what am I getting ready to do? Now, I've got all my tortillas ready, warm. This little pouch keep them ready, keep them warm for about an hour. I have my stone pan here. I'm going to open another thing of cheese because I will need more. And I'm going to set this dish here in the center just to kind of okay, knock this cheese on there and it don't pop. I may still use my trivet when I do with it. I don't know what I did with my other, I got a flipper. I don't know. I'm just going to set that in there right now so it's out of my way. Here in a few minutes, once I start getting these, then I will, I don't know if you can hear that thunder or not. I'm going to do a couple of these and then I'm going to do my taco roll. Then I'm going to cut the video off for a minute because y'all don't want to see me roll up 20 of these. Just, you know. But I'm just going to show you, you know, how I'm doing it first. And I don't want to put it on that, so I'm just going to put it on my little trivet. Okay, this one's open one. Oh, I need a spoon mover. You know what? You don't want to put a whole lot on these, or you're not going to be able to roll them very well. I probably have too much. I'm going to kind of do it in half on this. You want to, I'll show you here, not really a roll so much as you want it cone shaped. And you'll put the small end of the cone. Oh, it might be too big. Oh, wait a minute. Put the small end. And we're just going to go all the way around with it. Yeah, my bowl is too big for these. tried to get the chicken pretty fine. And what I'm going to do, this and the taco ring boats, I'm just going to bake them together. I'm going to split my racks. It's probably not the best place to do this over the stove, but alright, one more here. And as we go around, we'll fill in any of the little holes. But we'll set that off for a minute. So you do not want to see me go through all of it. Get my shell. Yeah. For the taco ring, just like any of the braids that you see me do, you want to leave your crescent rolls in the refrigerator until you are ready to put it on the pan. If you don't, they just get soft and gooey and they're not as easy to work with. Not if you want to make it pretty. Now, I have not done a taco roll yet. Done the braids and they've done pretty good, so I figure, why not? So, if this ends up looking like one of those, Pinterest fails. Oh hell, I'll laugh about it. It don't matter. Set that aside here. Get my little triangles out. And you just want to go around. Whoops, that one tore. Well, I have defective crescent rolls. So we'll go around and make your circle. I'm just going to borrow this pan for a minute. They will overlap some. That's fine, that's what you want. That's going to create that bottom. Hopefully I won't need this one. If I do, we're going to have to piece it again. Because whoever cut these didn't do a very good job. They're all want to come apart. That's not too bad. It didn't. Sure, you can't even see it. Okay. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is go around again and go so that it fills up the empty parts there. I don't know why these things do not like me today. Probably because my hands are greasy. Okay. Now we're cooking with some bacon grease. Not really, but okay. Went in the opposite direction this time. So since that one worked out, I don't know, I may end up with one left over this time. You want to make a good solid bottom for it. If you don't, it's liable to fall out on the floor or fall out on you whenever you go to cut it. sticking to my fingers. I'm gonna have a little bit left just to show you my mess right now. Now what I'm gonna do is go through and kind of flatten it there at the towards the center. So that I'll have a place to put my meat. Oh, sorry. My nose. I never forgot where. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to spoon this in and try to keep it from making too much of a mess. Oop. Well, there went that idea. Mess it will be. Now, I did make extra meat because I do have some picky eaters. So I won't use all this. I'm going to have some just so they can make regular soft tacos. I won't mention any names. I'm going to kind of fill in some of my low spots. Try to make it as even all the way around as I can get. Now, you can't really see that well. I don't want to put that there, that's the exhaust. Try to show you what I've done. Besides make a mess all over the place. And then my cheese again. Now, it's already mixed the cheese in with the thing there. I just figured it'd be just as easy to do it this way. So I was using such a small bowl. But it could break my recipe since I'm not actually following the recipe. Well, we'll see. Yeah. Now, what I can see that one. I'm going to take and just overlap your ends and pinch it down to the bottom. Get over there. My meat's falling out, so it's making a little bit of a mess. But that's okay, because it's going to taste good. If you don't like being hands-on with recipes, this is probably not the one for you. Rest my hands and I'll show it to you. Okay. So here's my little roll. My little ring, excuse me. Now what I'm going to do before I cut the video off. So I got my egg here. Use my little, well, maybe. Use my little mini whipper and whip up this egg. And find what I did with. I'm just gonna baste crescents with the egg wash. And that's just going to help give it that golden brown. Now, I'm going to cut the video off real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and finish all these little tortillas. There's 20 of them. And then I'll come back on and show it to you and throw it all in the oven. Or actually, never mind, scratch that. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off, and then right before it comes out of the oven, then I'll show it to you, because you don't want to sit and talk to me for 20 minutes, or 12 more minutes after that. So I'll be back in a few to show you the results. Okay, I am back, and I went ahead and pulled the blooming quesadillas out of the oven because they don't take as long since the chicken and everything's all done. And what I did was just put a dish of pico in it. My dip is all ready. Now typically, to make it all pretty and stuff, if you're going to serve it, you would put lettuce, tomato, olives, whatever your toppings that you want. Now, our taco ring, it's ready. So, the serving platter fits down in there. And you could just dump this down in there if you let it cool enough first. Since everything's hot, I am using the serving platter bowl to do it. So put my lettuce in there. Throw me some grape tomatoes and a little green onion. Toppings, that's preference, whatever you want. Let me whoops. Okay. Anyway, I'm making some more tortillas so that the ones that don't like what toppings I put on there. The easy way with this and to feed a crowd, you know, it's my counter's limited. I would use like a cool and serve and put all my toppings in, and it's whatever you can imagine. Some mine like ranch, sour cream, lettuce, tomato, green onion, salsa, jalapenos, cheese. I usually use a chipotle ranch, but I was out. But I found this street taco sauce, so we're going to try it tonight to see. But here's dinner. I'm going to go enjoy my birthday dinner. You guys, you know, if you want me to come cook for you, cook party. See ya.